What's up, guys? So, don't sleep on South Carolina. Please do not sleep on South Carolina. I saw that South Carolina versus Notre Dame game, and let me tell you, I couldn't. Okay, I had to pause for a minute because I just couldn't believe what I saw yesterday. So, everybody know that the freshman Malaysia Fort Wiley was like the talk of the town yesterday because of her around the back layup. So when I saw that, I said to myself, I said, what the hell did I just see? Because I was impressed. Now that is basketball. That is real basketball. That's how you need to be entertained. So when I saw her play like that, because she played one hell of a game, and Camilla, she's one of my favorite players. I like how Camilla play. Before Wiley, if I'm watching when I'm watching South Carolina play, because I'm gonna be watching the college games. I like how college season is back on TV now. Because I don't know if it's me, but do you feel like women's college basketball is more entertaining than the WNBA now? I know years ago when the WNBA started, it was very entertaining because we had, the oldies like Cynthia Cooper, we had Lisa Leslie, we had Cheryl Swoops. They made it entertaining back then. But now these WNBA players today, it's not, they don't make it entertaining anymore. Even I noticed when watching the All Star, it's just boring. Like it's not even entertaining. And when you notice that these new generation girls of players, they're coming in balling. They coming in entertaining. And you can tell the way for Wadi play that she plays with a lot of guys. You can tell who plays ball with a lot of guys, and you can tell who don't. But for Wiley, she definitely plays with a lot of guys, and I love the way she plays. She's entertaining. Cause when she did that layup, I said, "Well, I'll be down." I was like, "Oh my God, what did she just do?" Cause I couldn't believe that. I was, she need to keep playing like that. And when they played Iowa, believe in the Final Four last year, yeah, because it was South Carolina against Iowa. They were in the Final Four, and if they would have beat Iowa, they would have played in the championship. But the way that girl played, I guarantee you, if they have Fort Wiley last year when they played Iowa against Caitlin Clark, there's no way Iowa would have won, to be honest. And I feel that Don Staley actually messed up when they played Iowa because you saw how Caitlin Clark was making all those threes. So I felt that she was focusing more on giving the ball to Aaliyah, and Aaliyah wasn't even playing so well. Like they kept stopping Aaliyah because they knew that's who they was giving the ball to. So she did it all wrong that game. She made the focus to be Aaliyah for that game, and that's why they lost. And if she didn't make the focus to be Aaliyah, I think they would have won. She should have focused on more outside shooting, more three-point shooting, instead of focusing on the star player of the team. Because if I'm coaching, I'm going to say, okay, this girl's shooting threes. I need to get my three-point shooters out here. We need to start shooting our threes. Let's set up for threes. And she was not setting up for threes. That's why they lost. And I can tell, I felt like the only person that really wanted it so bad was Zaya, because there were times when Zaya was on the team, she had some off days or some off nights or off games or whatever. But for that game, she was actually playing. She really wanted it. And versus Aaliyah, Aaliyah looked like she was slacking off. Don't get me wrong, I love Aaliyah. She's one of my favorite players. Not talking about her in any type of way. I'm just saying what it is. When she played that game, it was like a lot of slacking off. And I felt that the focus should have been on shooting the threes. And they should have had a better person guard Caitlin Clark, because I think at one point she had Bree Bill guard Caitlin. Bree Bill didn't even seem serious about playing. It seemed like she didn't even care. Because I think she was trying to guard Caitlin Clark. That didn't work. And then you put Raven Johnson on a Raven, then she wasn't stepping up to the plate. So if I just guarantee you, if Full Wiley was in that game, they would have won. But can't Full Wiley wasn't there. So she's a freshman this year. Man, I just couldn't believe what I saw. Now you know if you have like Kevin Durant and Michael Jordan posting about you, you famous, you doing something right. But yeah, these new players coming in, these freshmen, like freshmen afterwards coming up, they coming in entertaining y'all now. See, that's what we want. We want entertaining. They coming in bold. They coming in like, I don't care. I'm gonna play like I'm in the street or doing whatever. I don't care. They're very brave. These new players coming in. And that's what we want because the way Fort Wiley played, mark my word, people in the WNBA are watching. They probably already got their eye on her, wanting to maybe draft her in the future. They probably wish they could draft her now, but you know, with the WNBA rules, they're probably abiding by that. Because I know with the college guys, some of them, they do it right now for them. It's been going on the past years or so. How the guys will only play, like if you good, you have to be good to like get drafted out your freshman year. Because I know there's a few famous ones that maybe play college basketball for 1 year or 2 years, and then they end up getting drafted. They didn't finish college. That's some of them, not all of them. And I think Jackie on the Aces, I think she got drafted out early. I don't know if it's the age or she just put her name in for the draft. So I don't think she did her complete 4 years in Notre Dame. I know she ended up getting a championship from them, but I know she didn't do the whole 4 years. I think she just put in for the draft and got drafted. So I don't know if they're still doing that for the girls. From my understanding, I think they do like maybe an age limit or something. Because I did see where Azzy Fudd was asked a question, and it was on social media, and they said, well, will you be entering the draft next year? And Azzy Fudd is only a junior. And she came out and said she's going to do another year at UConn, which I don't blame her, you know. And I don't even know if she's capable of entering the draft next year. She probably is. I don't know. But she did come out and say that she's staying at UConn next year in 2024. She's not going to enter the 2024 draft. So she made that clear, which I'm glad, because I don't think, you know, I feel like if she was capable of doing it, and Azzy Fudd is one hell of a player, I feel that if she was capable of entering the draft in 2024, I wouldn't think it's a good idea. I think she should do her last year at UConn and then enter the draft. Like this year is Paige last year, so I can see Paige entering next year. But she has a lot to prove herself because you know she's back from injury, so I hope nothing don't happen again. Caitlin Clark, I believe she's undecided. She don't know, so we're all not going to know till next year, to be honest. So she has a few months to consider what she's going to do. She have until like March to figure out, you know, if the WNBA is what she need to go into this year. If she don't do it next year, then she got 2025 to join. So another thing I want to discuss is the LSU versus Colorado. LSU was so whack. I Colorado needed to beat them because the way they were playing, I even fell asleep. I was so bored. And I just hope they're not letting this fame and then winning the championship get in their head, because all of that is going to go down the drain. The glitz and glam, I mean, all that is good, but you still got to make your money. You still got to play ball. Like, that's embarrassing. You go out playing these teams like Colorado and you get beat. and then you go out play another team because I know you got another game coming soon, then you get beat again. Like LSU, I mean, you need to prove people wrong. Don't go in there thinking y'all some superstars, going in there with glasses, thinking y'all can go to these clubs with all these celebs, doing interviews, I mean, you do interviews based on basketball. There's nothing wrong with that, but I mean, like doing interviews, um, answering questions like y'all some celebs or talking about y'all in these magazines with this other celeb. No, you guys are basketball players. Focus on basketball. Like, I'm rooting for South Carolina to win the championship, but my advice to LSU is focus on winning. Like, South Carolina, they talking like LSU is the number one team. They got South Carolina number 6. South Carolina should not be number 6. The way they played yesterday, they should not be number 6. The way LSU played, LSU should have been like number 10 or between like the top 15 or whatever. They shouldn't have been on number 1. Just by the way they played, they not proving it. Then you got Angel Reese. I mean, she's not a right player, but I've seen players that can play better than her. I've seen a lot of players. If I had to choose for the number 1 draft pick next year, I'll choose Caitlin Clark over her. I would. Like, Caitlin Clark is one of my favorite players. And this is like not no color issues, because I'm not like that. People are people to me. I'm looking at talent. I'm all about talent. It's not about, oh, I'm favoring this one person. No, I'm looking at talent. I'm just being realistic. I've seen better players play better than Angel Reese. And the reason why she's getting all this fame is because of them winning the championship against Iowa. And then she, teasing Caitlin Clark, using that hand signal, talking about doing this with the ring. That's a reason why she's famous. I mean, let's be realistic. After she did all that, it blowing all over the internet. Did she get popular off of that? But as far as her basketball skills, no. For Wiley played better than her. That's the truth. I can name so many good players that can play better than her. Like, I'll choose Kiki Rice over her. The women at Colorado, they put LSU to shame, and it shouldn't have been like that. And I know Kim Mulkey, she probably felt embarrassed yesterday. They didn't look like they were there to play. It looked like they were just like, oh, we the number 1 champions. We don't care. But Colorado took it personal. They took it seriously. LSU, I mean, all the fame, all the glory and all that, put that behind you. Because that glitz and glam, all that Hollywood stuff could come and go. That can come and go. Just step it up. I mean, that's the first game. Okay, you lost. Focus on the future. That's all I have to say. All right, so I want to end it from here. Drop your comments below. Have a good night.